it's still going to take you at the least 4 days to beat Mass Effect. At the longest, 7-8 days. Okay, that's a good game to me. Okay, you talking about a span between 3 and 8 days, but with all the downloadable extras that you don't have to pay a lot of extra stuff for. It's Microsoft points, and it's very low Microsoft points. I don't think I've ever had to pay for an add-on that was more than 400 points.
That's right.
So all these add-ons, and they've got like 7 of them now. And like I said, each add-on makes you want to play the game through in its entirety again. That's a game. That is a game well worth my money. It keeps on giving, and it's not, it's going to keep me enthralled in it for a while. There's other games that I have not played. There are other games that I won't play because I'm stuck on Mass Effect 2.
This is true. I try to get him to play other games. It's like, nah,
I
man.
won't do it. I won't
Mass
do
Effect
it.
2.
No.
For life.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Hey, my feeling is the same way because, like I said, me and O feel the same, like, because we grew up in that kind of environment to where, like, back in the old Super Nintendo, N64 era, and even the Nintendo era, like Mega Man, like, go back and play Mega Man on Nintendo.
Right.
It will take you forever. Like, you think, like, oh, like, 10 bosses, I can get through that today.
And go back and play Shinobi.
Exactly. Try playing that game in one day and see doesn't it make you upset.
See how mad you get.
Exactly. And that's the kind of games we grew up on. And that's what we're looking forward to more in the future. It's just more games like that. The save systems now are really cool to where I can save the game, but basically I shouldn't like have to sit through a game for about a good 4 or 5 hours and then like, all right, this is it. Good example of that, Halo 2. Halo 2 made me fall out of love with Halo. Now Halo Reach is coming out, looks really good. Now I hope it's good.
Now for you it was Halo 2. For me it was Halo ODST.
Yeah, ODST.
Even some people say the Halo 3's storyline, the campaign mode, was relatively short for the price tag. It's like this. Look, game developers, step your game up. If you want us to pay the money, load it up. Pimp it out.
Put some on there.
Give me 15 different costumes for one character. And each costume have a different benefit. So I can play it 15 different times.
Now, and you know what? And we talk harshly, but there are some people that did step their game up. Number one, first off, shout out to BioWare and Mass Effect because Mass Effect 1 was a phenomenal game. And when we said like, oh, Mass Effect 2 can't be any better than Mass Effect 1.
It was better. It is better. Somehow. Some way.
Worlds apart.
Now wait, I will say this. It's not the perfect game.
No.
Because there are flaws.
Exactly.
But it's one of the best, if not the best.
Exactly.
In its genre.
Exactly.
And we go back and forth about this too. It's an RPG, it's an action adventure.
Exactly.
Whatever you want to classify it, it's one of the best. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. And if you are, you need to just give your 360 away because you don't know video games, okay?
Throw them sticks up, son, because you're done. But no, I mean, and we kind of, like I said, we were kind of harsh, but there are games that have stepped their game up. Like, for example, Marvel Ultimate Alliance to me. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 was phenomenal.
Yes,
now, the first one, everybody had problems because it just kind of felt like you go through the game, that's it. It was no personality.
Right.
You had so many superheroes, and that was the biggest complaint.
Right.
With Activision, they talked about that. It's like you have so many heroes, how can you make each one stand out?
Right.
But in 2, I think they did a great job of that. They did cut down on the characters slightly, but it was still like a lot of people.
I liked 1 and 2.
Exactly.
For me, being a comic book junkie, it was
huge comic book junkie.
Yeah, huge comic book junkie. It was great, just the fact that you had Colossus as a playable character. That's one of my favorite.
Finally,
X-Men, and I loved having.
Aside from Marvel vs. Capcom too.
Hey man, look, man.
Hey, don't game,
I know.
Hey, I got it on Dreamcast.
That's right. Okay. But other than being able to play as Colossus, like you said, I mean, really the replay value. You played through it again like an additional time after you beat it originally. It was kind of like, I can kind of leave that alone. The second one, they definitely stepped it up. They added different characters.
Civil War, man.
Yeah, the Civil War. Yes, exactly. And they made the whole fusion of power. They made that such an interesting thing. Like you said, they wanted if they wanted you to play through the game more than the first one, then they accomplished their goal.
Exactly.
Because they put different characters, they put different perks in, and you end up playing through the game like maybe 4 or 5 times. That to me is well worth it. Okay, 4 or 5 playthroughs, I'm good.
And see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, like just do that because I understand, and I'm sure like the whole online revolution. I mean, it's just natural selection. Like because Xbox Live is taking off so well as it did, it kind of forces developers to make some kind of online adaptation.
Right.
We understand that, but don't focus so much on online play that it takes away from single player. Because look at BioShock.
Right.
BioShock is a great example.
Right.
1 and 2 were both good, but
Right.
2, the biggest complaint to everybody was if they would just left out the multiplayer and worked more on the like single player aspect, it would have been an awesome game. You know, and I think, and like I said, they didn't lose any money. I mean, they still sold.
They still made a killing.
You know, but I think it kind of hurt a few people because that's what made the original BioShock.
Right.
Is that it was just a standalone game and you didn't have to worry about trying to do multiplayer.
Right.
You know?
My final thought on it is this, though. If I compare it to music, and I know people in the music industry, if I compare it to music, you pay what, $13 to $15 for a CD. Nowadays, music is not what it used to be, obviously. So depending on the genre, you may not get your money's worth because there may be 2 or 3 songs on the record that you really like, and that's it. So you pay $17 and you've got 3 songs, which is why so many people buy their stuff on iTunes now. So relate that to video games now. We're almost, not even tripling the price, we're almost quadrupling the price. And it's interactive, not like music. Music's just listening, but video games are interactive, but it's the same concept. I don't want to buy a record for $17, $18 and only get 2 great songs.
Exactly.
I want to buy a record and it be good at least 60% of the way through. That way I feel like I got my money's worth. Video games, the same thing. I'm paying $60 to $70. I should be able to feel like I got my money's worth instead of feel like I got pimped.
Exactly, because you know, when you take that back to trade in, I know developers don't believe.
Don't even talk about the trade in. Oh my god!
But all I'm saying is, you can at least get 20 out the drop. I mean, and it just
keep your games, okay? Because it's not worth it to take them back. Where have you taken them back to?
I would be the first to tell you. That's why I got so many right now.
Keep your games. Keep your games. There are games you have right now. They're only going to give you $2, and then they're going to turn around and sell it for $15. I ain't saying no names, but that's how they do it. Keep your games.
And that's our verdict on it. You know, step your game up. You know, if you're going to put $65 on the game,
pimp it out.
Make it a $65 value.
Pimp it out.
That's all I'm saying.
Pimp it.
This is Rockman, and this is O.
This is O.
Saying peace out.
Holla.